Working here has given me a lot of really valuable experience. Obviously on any shift you get to work with the equipment, learn new positions, and get really hands-on experience outside of the classroom, but also it teaches you teamwork, it teaches you how to adapt on the fly, it teaches you how to work well under high pressure situations, and it teaches you how to troubleshoot.
After that first shift, it made me realize, wow, this is what I want to do for my career. I finally found my passion. A few shifts later, I was able to start working on sporting events, and that's when I was able to become a replay operator.
Hi, my name is Mark Hathaway, and I am a producer-director for WBGU, and my focus is on athletics during the athletic season, obviously, and in the off-season, it's other duties as assigned. An ESPN sports production shift is a roller coaster ride. Once we're on location, everyone goes to their positions. I always like everyone to check their camera, check their comms, and then we do what we call a fax, where we actually contact ESPN and make sure that all our technical aspects are correct. And once we get the thumbs up there, we typically have another meeting with our camera operators to talk about what's going to happen in the game, what the expectations are for each individual camera, not only in the broadcast of the game itself, but also we do the video board as well. So not only are we doing an experience of the actual game, we also provide video support to the video board for the fans. So everyone's in place, tip off for a game happens, and then we're in the show. We're cutting cameras, we're following the game, replays are happening, we have graphics that are coming in, the ball's constantly moving, the cameras are constantly moving, we go to break, something happens for the video board, cameras are still in action. Before you know it, the clock hits 0, the game's over, we either won, we either lost, we wrap up the game, and next thing you know, just like that, it's over. I learned everything at Bowling Green State University in WBGU. I mean, I just absorbed as much as I could. The opportunities were just phenomenal. And then, of course, after I graduated, I went out into the world and I was prepared. I went from being a student where I was learning things to being a mentor and training. But that's not exactly true because I still learn from everyone I work with. But now being back, my focus is trying to create that environment, create those opportunities for other people, because quite frankly, that was the main draw for me. Not that it was a production job and it was doing sports, which I love, but it was just as much about the opportunity to work with the crew again and the students coming in and providing whatever I could experience-wise to them. We're trying to build a team. And it's not just producer and crew and or student. It's like, I have seen students lift each other up, train each other up in some amazing ways. I love the interactions that we have as a team where we do a production, but in that same process, we're educating each other and we're building each other up. Yeah, my favorite part of the job is team cohesion. It is getting together with a group of individuals, going to work and putting together a show. The energy of it, there's nothing like a live production. Take one. Let's put that in the rollout.
It's really a nice all-around season.
So dump that little strand on board. Go with that right now.
The takeaway in the last possession.
This is such an incredible opportunity. Personally, in my career, I credit WBGU with all of my success.
Yeah, so working here has given me a lot of different chances to work on both sports productions and the journal here, and it's helped me hone into what skills I want to use to further my career, whether it's handheld, up-top cams, audio, a little bit of replay, anything like that. It's really helped me build my resume and build what I want to do in the future with my career.
I really thought it was going to be a sports production heavy job, a lot of camera work and pre and post game setup with the crew. But once you get deeper into it with the producers and everyone on the staff, you really get to see another side of the industry with the field setups and the studio shoots that we do. It really just opens up a whole world of this industry that I didn't really know existed before I got here.
You know, Working for Scenic Stops is probably one of the most rewarding and fulfilling experiences I could ever ask for as a student. Being the director of my own lighting, camera work, and just being able to help tell the stories of people and things all over Ohio is just an invaluable experience here.
My name is Sylvia Torres, and I am the producer-director here for Scenic Stops and Stories at WBGU-PBS. Scenic Stops and Stories is the station's magazine program. We travel around Northwest and Central Ohio to highlight local landmarks, local talent, and places of interest. So when students come in, they have different background and experiences with production. We start off with training in-house and in studio with setting up equipment. That way students feel prepared and comfortable when we go out in a shoot. So before we even travel anywhere, it's important that we start off here. We review past scenic stops. That's the opportunity where students can ask questions and get a better idea of what the style is for the show. So we're setting up equipment here in studio, in our equipment room, before we even travel out to a stop. Students can be involved in a Scenic Stops and Stories shoot on many different levels, from pre-production to post-production. When it comes to field production, if you want to be involved as a student in field production, we're always looking for students that are wanting to learn about audio techniques, camera techniques, and lighting techniques. And you'll work with myself and other producers on these shoots to gain that experience. My favorite part of Scenic Stops and Stories is being able to travel and interact with different people. When we go on these shoots, students have the opportunity to not only learn about video production, but also about the topic at hand. Recently we were on a scenic shoot and we traveled to Cleveland, where we interviewed someone who is a wood carver, and he does these large-scale sculptures. And I had two students with me, and they had the opportunity to go into his workshop. Whenever we interview someone with a particular skill, we like to have them demonstrate their skill right off the top. The only way students really learn is by doing. And then when we're in post-production, we're looking for students that are interested in being creative, the ones that really love telling people's stories. And so you gain experience with working in Premiere, After Effects, and other platforms to make the story come to life. As a producer, I love the storytelling aspect of Scenic Stops and Stories. I get to go to places that I normally wouldn't get to otherwise, and then I love teaching. Being able to have students come in and being able to share my experience and help them prepare for that next level upon graduation is something I really look forward to.
Working on Scenic Stops, there is a lot of lighting that goes into how you interview people. And so I've been able to do that, and I'm excited to do that in the future.
Working with Scenic Stops and Stories, whether it be on the field or in the field, recording cameras at different locations, I also get to work behind the scenes, post-production, being able to make lower thirds, being able to create promos that air on our broadcast on the station throughout the whole year.
Slowly building up my confidence and my skills to now I'm directing the journal ever so often, and I love it, and I'm respected in that role, and I've really enhanced my leadership skills.
When I was deciding whether or not to come back to BGSU for my master's program, I felt like I could offer up as a mentor to new students too, and kind of guide them to a more understanding of what it takes to be in media production too.
While working here, I learned what it takes to produce and direct, whether that be in studio or live productions. I also found my love for sports productions through becoming a replay operator. I can't wait to use these skills in my future career.